the person who's presenting this, Nastaran Bisheban, she's the chief technology officer for KFC, but she's also, I'm going to say a friend. And I like to introduce people with things that start with, in this world, it's not who you know, it's who knows you. And it's not what you say, it's what people say about you. So I'm going to introduce Nastaran with a quote from somebody that I also know that posted this quote on her. And she said, "One of the most inspirational people leaders I've ever worked with. I've watched her speak. You judge at the end, but I think you're going to enjoy it. Take care." Nastaran?
Well, you're too kind, Jim. Appreciate it. And for our great friends in a technical support, I think the spotlight needs to be moved from the presentation, just as a quick hint. Good morning, good afternoon to you that are on a different time zone. It is awesome to be here, share the information and insights together, and learn at the end from each other. I hope you are all well and enjoying the change of the season, hoping for better days without restrictions of a global pandemic. I also want to use this opportunity and send my deepest gratitude to all who are doing whatever it takes to help us overcome this period. From our healthcare workers in frontline to scientists who are finding ways to compete with variants of this virus that is popping every day, and to all of others out there who are actually finding new norms in our life activities, visible and hidden. The new norms to help have the wheel of this world turn and continue to turn and to pass this bumpy road. The human race is a resilient one. We proved it over hundreds of years. We will overcome this one as well together. In the next 20 minutes or so, we are going to talk about how technology has redefined the customer experience, how the data and investment on technology has changed the world, and how the investment is being returned through all of the data and technology advancement. We are going to talk about how to stay innovative by leveraging technology as the driver and enabler of the business operation. We touch base on how technology and availability of customer insight data has actually modernized and enhanced the customer experience in general, and QSR and hospitality in particular. At the end, I will leave you with some insight and thinking about how collaboration between data team and engineering team is going to impact the continued quality improvement of customer experience. So let's get ready. Today, technology is the bellwether of transformation in other industries, to the point that we are actually calling that revolution digital transformation. Think about it. Our customers used to come to us. We only had to master the art of how to be ready for when they arrive, how our shelves are ready, how our product is properly in place, how the pricing is properly marked there, how our operators in the store are ready to greet and take care of our customers properly, and how to add that human touch to the activities and work. But think about the changes now. Now we actually need to be able to go to our customers. Although we need to keep track and be great at when they come to us to be our best, we also need to learn and build ecosystem and foundation on actually go to our customer through the different e-commerce solution that we have put together, to our mobile interaction, to our social media interaction, you name it. And in the context of the changes we have witnessed in the past year, COVID actually just catalyzed this digital transformation across the board. It was already on the roll. We just saw a great force coming behind it and making us to do it fast. And as the consumer behavior is shifted, we also needed to also pivot rapidly to capture the tailwind and make our business survive and stay strong for the future. There are not many industries who actually know how to do this transformation. And it is actually not any normal transformation. It is transformation on a steroid. How to do it with the scale and speed that suddenly is required throughout COVID impact. When I think about our own digital matrix and changes, and I'm sure many of you can relate to one or similar experience, pretty much every element was accelerated. Digital sales grow exponentially, requiring us to actually build to scale very rapidly. Rolling out new access channels. How many of you have started to actually leveraging other partners to actually increase the number of the access channel that you have? And we had to actually diversify our digital capabilities to make business survive. It was literally a survivor game, which unfortunately many did not pass through. But now, for picking it up and staying strong for the future, I don't foresee those changes and technology advancement that we have witnessed are going to slow down anytime soon. Think about it. For food services or for the hospitality and retail industry at large, our customers are used to this new norm. They're used to have choices. They are used to the fact that not only they come to us, we go to them. And this is a new norm. They will continue to demand for it, but it's on us now. With so many advancements happening at record speed, really truly asking the question of which one of these habits and requirements will last? Which one of this speed transformation that we had to put in place will last? I personally predict those that are going to make the life of our teams and our customer easier. They are the ones that are gonna last. How then stay innovative? How we are going to actually pick those that are going to last, pick the right one and flourish them, make them better, enhance them better. At many cases, people will say technology is going to improve business. Technology is going to enhance the activities and make sure that the business is actually growing. I would tell them technology is the business. Think about all the industries that now cannot even survive without it. Previously, we used to call information technology industry. But now, if you think about it, this is such a backbone and such a foundation that it's actually a commodity. You cannot survive without it. So if this mindset is shifted and properly thinking about technology as business, then the rest of the innovation will come with it. If you think about many QSRs companies and restaurant and hospitalities, there are more technology companies than they are hospitality business. Technology is actually the driver of, if not one of the most important driver of business excellence. With this comes, excuse me, the change that it is needed for how to invest, where to invest, because there is always a limited budget that we have. Our list of want is always larger than what we can actually do. And on those matters, really the priority should be, from where I see, what makes life easier for our team and for our consumer. With this in place, the rest will come. Technology is aimed at removing friction to deliver. To deliver what? An easy experience for our team and for our customer. It's important, very important, not to forget about the team members as well. In many cases, it's very easy to actually forget about that side. We are so excited with the advancement that we are including into our customer experience that we might actually forget what we are adding to the team members that are going to operate this activity. And think about it. When you have when in your business you're known for being quick services, it is critical actually how you are advancing and balancing these two together. In the presence of technology, you need to counterbalance with a human component to the experience, and one that is distinctive for your brand. It's very easy to be excited about all the improvement on the customer side, but keep in mind and make it a guiding principle that happy and well-supported team member normally gives the best customer experience. If burying them under many new tech without proper support, we are only fixing one side and will eventually end up with a lopsided operation that is not sustainable. Let me walk you through a little bit of how it is in some of the QSR industries. Previously, we used to have one cash register, a couple of cash register, bricks and mortar. Customer would have come to us and we would have actually made the best chicken and served them in front. Now, we have added drive-through. We have added order online. We have added order from your cell phone. We have added order with aggregators, and aggregators have started to grow. Uber, Skip, DoorDash, and so and so. And all of these are added toll to our customer, to our team members inside the work as well. So as we are thinking how to make life easier for our customer, we should always keep an eye on how we are making life of our team members also easier. And with that comes the investment, where to invest and where actually find that balance between making a harmony between how much we are adding to our team members and also creating a different ecosystem for the customer. But as we ground our business to be easier to get, the question truly is how we build the service to be more distinctive, to really stand out. And for that, we need to come out of our offices and listen to our customer, listen to our team members, and build our system based on their input. Build what is the technology advancement based on what we hear from the people in the field and people from the outside when they are on a purchasing side from our products. I want to leave this as a thinking point for you. When you go back from today and the rest of the summit, think about deep how you are making the life of your team members also easier, the operator of the technology. And this is where you can actually divert one of your area of the investment and truly see the outcome and return of investment. When they are able and capable to work better, the return will show itself through happier customer, show itself through more sales, returned customer, and so on. So take care of your people. Let's talk about how technology and availability of customer insight data has modernized and enhanced this customer experience. With sudden exodus to digital, there is this proliferation of the data, both from back-end and front-end systems. How do we actually leverage this massive amount of data to create a competitive difference, both in terms of customer experience and business excellence? How we actually leverage the data? It's so much. It's data mine, for the lack of a better term. What do we do with it? The key here, however, is the relevant data, the clean data, the well-tailored data, and the well-pruned data. We should not forget that we are custodian of the data, not the owner. So it is important, as we collect the data belongs to our customer. And as such, they are the one who decide what we can and what we cannot do with this data. It is very important not to forget this as we are building our data systems. Think about what is the customer preference. Unfortunately, normally the laws and audits and everything else are much slower than technology's speed. So we go ahead, build so many things, then we will catch up with creating the law. Many of you have experienced the GDPR, the California's Act, and so many other things that took many by storm in the last year. Specifically by being put in place and making sure that the systems are all back. And many of you did not have actually investment set aside to do those works. But those are all coming more and more. It wouldn't be the last one of it. So we need to, as we are building the data ecosystem, making sure that in the investment side of it, have always an eye on investing for making the data relevant and clean and secure. It does matter what customer wants. When we collect the data and with the superpower of the AI that has been added to us, it is important how we are taking care of the data. I personally, as a technologist, I would have loved to come to KFC's drive-thru and face being recognized and the voice of Colonel Sanders through an AI power to ask me, hey, good morning, good afternoon, your usual, because the data is there. They know what I order normally. They know my face. And this is an amazing experience for me. It might freak out so many others. So it is important that we tailor our data based on what is the need of the customer and what is the preference of the customer. Data truly empowers every decision we make as a business. We can now, with having the data, begin to move away from gut and theory and literally land our decision on actual data. Let's acknowledge this added power. And with that power comes with the great responsibilities as well. With online sales continuing to be a huge growth lever, speed to insight is truly critical to becoming an agile business across all functions. Through the data, we can literally architect solutions for e-coms team who recommend what product. In QSR and hospitality, as an example, the food pairing to customer. We work with our finance team on how to actually identify what product items performs better. And we do it at a scale, local market, national market, global market. We have flexibility. We have eyes. We have the power of the data now. So let's make sure as we invest on building the data, making sure relevancy of the data is being considered in all aspects. Think about with supply chain, we can use the data to forecast smartly, predicting how much inventory we need. With marketing team, we predict how to actually email marketing models should work for our customers to lead to give them the product when they want it and the great product that they wanted. In our business, an example of collaboration with the restaurant development team is actually with the using of the data is to give them recommendation of which location are the most ripe for placing a new restaurant. This is all through data and analytics. We moved away from gut and theory, and this is the true power of the data. The key point here is embracing the data and analytics to optimize every aspect of the business in a competitive advantage. It is considered competitive advantage now, but as brands step up to create innovative customer experience, it will become a commodity before we know. And I know we are running out of time. I would like to just leave you with the fact that building a data is an ecosystem. Don't leave it to the data team and data engineering team. Connect them with the rest of the ecosystem. Make sure that they are in a full collaboration with your engineering team and with all others that are truly going to be the user of the data. I'm ready for questions.
Good stuff. Great stuff. Thank you so much. I just a few minutes for some quick questions in there. A lot of them came around the idea of food apps and the new competitors. Uber Eats and what Just Eat. You can tell I don't get out much or order out much. I got to read the names of them. But what's the impact of those new competitors in terms of what your stance is in your technology stances?
Well, I personally see them all as an ally. They are helping us to have more and more channels to reach out to our customers. They are giving us ways to be more flexible and be more available to our customers. Of course, there will be areas that we need to balance of how much of those overhead is going to be balanced here and there. But in general, they are great allies.
Right. And you've talked about the AI kernel, which I think is a great idea in there. But what other features or things in the mobile experience do you think that would really contribute to that great customer experience?
Well, there are many areas that through actually using the foundation of the big data, you can tailor the experience based on the customer want. It is not necessarily the menu in front of me should be exactly the same as the menu from the others. Based on my preference, based on my like and dislike and previous purchases, that experience can be tailored. And this is the true change of how we personalize for the customer through the data.
Absolutely. Last one, do you think and this is your crystal ball moment here, but do you think there's going to be less in-restaurant dining? Do you think that this change is going to be to takeout and delivery is going to be permanent?
Personally, I don't think so. We are social animals. Humans like that interaction. It's great that we have a choice. I think we will see some shifts there, but cannot imagine after this pandemic to actually have people who are refusing when everything is settled to go and have that great experience of in-restaurant dining. But we will be prepared for all other experiences as well.
Always great to see you, even virtually, and looking forward to seeing you in person again when the world comes back to normal.
Hopefully soon. It was a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Good day.